She may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blocks. Cetirizine, your fevers greet me again. Never kisses, or do you ever send a full stop? Do you know where the muffins go? They go along to take your honey. Way down how we build our breakfast down and say my love, love, love.
Hey guys, it's Mia, and today I'm going to be showing you how I make my skin look flawless all the time. And I don't really have problematic skin in the first place, so it's not that really hard for me. But this is just how I get my skin to look like an even color. So I start off with the L'Oreal Nude True Match Super Blendable Makeup in the shade Porcelain. And I already moisturized my face before I started off. And I just squirt a little bit on my hand. It doesn't come with a pump. I just took a pump off of an old foundation and put it on this one. So I just put a little bit on the back of my hand, and I use my beauty blender, making sure that the beauty blender is damp first. And I just dip it in, and I put a few spots on my face, and I just blend it out.
Queen of my vaccine, my love, love, love.
Okay, so the next step is I use my Naked Skin Concealer in the shade, let me look, Fair Neutral. It's the lightest one that they come in, as is all of my makeup. And I just do it in a triangle pattern under my eyes very lightly. You don't want too much concealer, especially if it's a high coverage concealer like this one. And also especially if you don't have problematic skin like me. I just like how blendable this is and how light that it comes. So you don't want to use too much because you don't want it to start creasing under your eyes especially, or for it to get all clumpy and sweaty when throughout the day. So I just put it in a triangle underneath my eyes. I do it on the bridge of my nose, the tip of my nose, in between my eyebrows, and then on any problem spots I have. And I also do it in the creases around my nose. And I just use my beauty blender and I blend that out very gently, and I use tapping motions instead of a rubbing motion, so you don't rub off the foundation that's already there.
Please don't go, I love you so, I love you so. Please break my heart, please don't.
So my next step is to use the Maybelline New York Fit Me Shine Free Foundation Stick. And I use it in a color that's way too dark for my skin. I use it in Toffee Caramel, which is 330. And I just pucker my lips together, make sure I can get my cheekbones defined. And I do underneath my cheekbones, on either side of my nose, and then around my forehead as a contour. This is still a light color for someone who has darker skin, but for me it's very much darker than my skin because my skin is basically pure white. And then this just gives me a little bit of a contour, so that way my face doesn't look like one flat two-dimensional figure because of the fact that it's so white. It oftentimes gets washed out in pictures and stuff, and I want to make sure you can tell that I have a nose and I have cheekbones. So I just take an e.l.f. foundation brush and I gently blend that out, and it looks like I'm going really harsh, but I'm honestly barely touching my skin. You don't want to rub off the foundation that's already there, and I don't know why it looks like I'm going that hard. Usually I don't go that hard, but you definitely want to be gentle, and if you found a foundation that works for you with the beauty blender, that's even better. Unfortunately, because this is a stick, it's a very solid foundation and it doesn't really work with the beauty blender, but I'm going to switch to a liquid for this soon. And I'm just going to take my Naked Concealer one last time, and I'm going to put it on the tip of my nose and the bridge of my nose just as a highlight, because oftentimes I make my entire nose brown with that foundation. So I just use my beauty blender and I just blend those out, so that way I have a highlight and my nose looks a lot smaller than it really is. And again, so in pictures it looks like I actually have a nose. And then I'm just blending out the outer side of my contour that I did before, making sure that it doesn't look like I have any harsh lines or the fact that the foundation is way too dark for my skin. I want to make sure it looks like shadows as opposed to blotchy. And then I take my Maybelline New York Fit Me translucent powder, and I'm trying to get out of the habit of rubbing it like that, which is why I started to, and then I remembered to blot it into my skin instead. And again, this helps keep your foundation on and prevent it from rubbing off. and this also gets rid of any shine and it helps set your foundation so it'll stay for the entire day. You definitely want to use a translucent powder if you're really pale like me, because a lot of times powders don't come that light, and translucent powders work a lot easier and they also get rid of the shine a lot better, I find. And then I didn't show it until about 30 seconds after I'm saying this, but I used what brand is it? Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer in the shade 739, which is Ticket to Brazil. And I get the bittiest amount of bronzer on my brush as humanly possible, because again, I don't want to look like insane, like I'm trying to bronze my whole face when I want my face to look orange and my body to look white. So I just used a Shady Cosmetics brush, which is the same thing that I use for the my translucent powder, which is this one's just a little bit smaller, and I just go over every part that I put the darker foundation under, which is my cheekbones, my nose, and my forehead. And that's it for today, guys. If you have any video requests, leave them in my inbox at cheerleadingproblems@tumblr.com or comment on the video down below. Hopefully I'll see you soon. I'm going to try to make more videos like this. So bye!